Alright, what's up, gang? I know yesterday's video, the audio was a little bit chopped, so hopefully I fixed it. I turned it down a little bit. I turned the game audio down a little bit. So, anyways, yeah, what's up, guys? Today's video, I decided to get... So yesterday I got 3 evolution shards, and that means I could either get I had a bunch of options to get evolution, and I decided to go with Hunter. All right, I already have a level 15 Hunter for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the last evolution shard on there, and I have 4 decks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 decks I'm gonna try today that I've never played before. So this first one is going to be Goblin Giant and with Evo Hunter and Rune Giant. I obviously don't have Evo Goblin Giant, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna be using the Evo Skeletons instead. So yeah, we're gonna be playing some Trophy Road today. 4 decks, 4 games. We'll see what we can do with the Evo Hunter. You know, I've never played the Evo Hunter before, so this will be my first time doing it. There's just skeletons in the back, just cycle. There's not really much I can do besides hope that the skeletons kind of do something about those. So I did something on that side, and since he's kind of cycling, I'm just gonna cycle Rage just to get some damage on the tower on the other side. I don't want, and this is actually perfect. So my arrows are gonna come in clutch here. He's probably playing he's playing like a really spammy deck. So I'm gonna need to find a lot of answers for his stuff. I'm just gonna go with the Rune Giant at the back, and honestly, I don't have like anything for this, so I'm just gonna have to Hunter and hope for the skeletons to take care of this, which I can, which is nice. And the Hunter, honestly, I'm gonna go with the Goblin Giant over there because he's gonna have to deal with both lanes, and the Hunter is gonna have this extra damage from the Rune Giant thing. So this next hit that does is gonna do a never mind. Okay, so the other side, and I'm gonna do an Inferno Dragon. Hopefully I can take it down in like a decent time. The Rune Giant's getting some pretty good damage over there, so he's gonna zap and kind of reset, and there's gonna be a lot of damage, but I'm just gonna Rune Giant in front of that just to be annoying. It's gonna make the Inferno Dragon get some extra damage there, so let's see what we can cook up, and I'm gonna Rage all that, and let's get the Inferno Dragon in the tower, baby. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. I look, thought it was like more damage than that, but it's all right. We're cycling, so he's probably gonna go with that, yeah. And honestly, he's gonna go with yeah. You're so predictable, man. Can't be that predictable. All right, we got a good Hunter placement, so I might just let that Hunter go. I don't really want to commit too much to it because he has like Skarmy and stuff like that, so yeah, I'm just gonna see what he does, kind of. Okay, so I know that he has Zap, so I'm just gonna do that and then kind of Rage all of that, and hopefully it can target onto that and not get any damage on the tower. It gets 1 hit on the tower. I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna actually Rune Giant in front of this and then go with an Evo Hunter. And hopefully the Rune Giant can, you know, do its thing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of arrows all that. And somehow nothing gets to the tower like how I wanted it to. He's kind of over defending a little bit though. Okay, I kind of forget that the Rune Giant doesn't do anything. So he's okay. Well, I lost. It was a good attempt. Wait, why do you zap that? Wait, hold on. Oh. Okay, not sure what's happening with the audio. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know why he didn't restart my game. I don't know what's happening with the audio. I think it's all good now. Yeah, so that was kind of bad. So we're just gonna hop in with this deck. You got Evo Hunter, Evo Barbs. It's gonna be a Sparky Giant Graveyard deck with Skeleton King. As you can see, my my Graveyard and my Skeleton King are level 13, so that's not the greatest. I don't really want to use a potion on them because it's just one deck. I'm not gonna be using this deck at all, so besides this one time, you know, just for the content. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of chill out right now. Maybe I'll try the back if he Okay. I guess Barbs in the bridge is a good play. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna do Barbs to counter it, and then I'm probably just gonna go with the Giants to kind of like distract the Wizard because I don't really have a better answer to be honest. So yeah, just gonna do that, and then depending on what he plays, I might go Sparky or Zappies, depending on what he plays here. You know, yeah. I'm just gonna arrows. Probably should arrow sooner, but it's fine. Okay. So the good thing about this deck is that he has no idea what I'm playing. I don't even know what I'm playing. There's no possible way he can know. Apparently, we're both playing Sparky Barbs. I don't know why this is happening. But yeah. So he's definitely got Barbs in front of this, so I'm not gonna do the same. Okay. I don't know why his one shot. Please kill the Sparky! You idiot! Oh my god. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so he's gonna have to defend that. And then yeah, so to defend the okay, so now that I know what he has, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a Giant right here. And then I'm gonna go with a Hunter. I'm gonna go with a low Hunter. I don't want it to be too close because I want it to be behind the Giant when it goes. And then I'm gonna go with a Graveyard. And then I know he's gonna minion hordes, so I'm gonna have my arrows ready, hopefully, by the time he places them. So he's gonna do his Barbs, and honestly, that's some pretty good arrows value. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna go with the Sparky here just to defend that. I would go with the Skeleton King, but I think that since they're evolved, that it would end up killing the Skeleton King. So I just don't want to, risk that. And he's just gonna go with a Giant on that side. I'm just gonna go with the nice little Barbs. Okay. So Zappies to counter that. Okay. That is obviously not what I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna do a Skeleton King, and I'm going to arrows this. I'm just gonna ignore that Wizard. I don't care about the Wizard. Okay, we're winning actually. I don't know how we're winning, by the way. Like, I feel like I'm playing terribly. So, hopefully Sparky can do something. I didn't really have a good answer to that. Alright, so here's that. Here go with that. And then I'm gonna go with the ability right now. Maybe a Skeleton can distract it, unless it. Okay, I did the ability. I suck, man. I did the ability too late. Okay, so we're just gonna go with an Evo Hunter. Hopefully he can save me here, and then we're gonna surround the Sparky with Barbarians. Okay, the audio is kind of tweaking out again. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm sorry. But that Evo, nice, man. The Evo, hook it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with that in the back, and honestly. Okay, I'm gonna go with a Giant and a Graveyard on the other side here. I really hope that can get the. Okay. That's gonna be. He's gonna have to. Shit, I thought he was gonna do something else. I think it's still game though. Okay, we actually won. The audio's tweaking out again. I'm sorry about the audio, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it's doing this, but we won. We won with whatever chopped ass deck that was. So I'll take it. So look at that, man. Cardmaster and the Sparky. You love to see it, man. You look making your way up in the world. All right, next one. It's a this is a deck I feel like I could do good with. I like this is it's Mire Control, with Mirror for some reason. Evil Wall Breakers. I know how. This is my kind of deck. All right, I know how to play this. And by the way, I looked all these decks up. I just looked up best like Evo Hunter decks or whatever, and this is what came up. So I don't know. I didn't make these, but this is definitely a deck that I could see myself being good at here. So we're gonna Mighty Miner to counter that, and then I'm tempted to go with the Wall Breakers, but I'm honestly just gonna sit back and wait a little bit to see what he has. Unless it gets 10 Elixir, then I'll go with it. Okay. Honestly, I'm just gonna poison that. It's gonna kill everything. It's 4 Elixir. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't mind poisoning that. Okay, so he has Valkyrie, Zap. This is definitely Lava Hound. Definitely gonna be Lava Hound. Yeah. So my Evo Hunter's gonna be really good here. I just need to go with that and kind of cycle with another Wallbreaker. He doesn't have a Zap. He might go with a Valkyrie. No way that. What? I don't think he thought that that would pull either. But okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna ignore the Mega Minion. Hopefully the skeletons. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be really great. Unless he has Lightning Fireball, that doesn't quite kill it. He has Zap, which he might use, but I was really hoping that that would get another hit. It's gonna be a lot of damage for me. Or from him, which isn't the best. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the minor skeletons. Oops. Okay. So I'm gonna poison that. It gets rid of those things. And yeah, and then I'm gonna pull the Valkyrie over with the wall breakers. Okay, never mind. I might just be really bad at this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's a lot of damage though too. Okay, so I can just defend this with skeletons. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And then he's probably gonna Lava Hound the back. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go with a Mighty Miner just to kind of tank for like if he does like any supporting units. And then I'm gonna go with a Hunter. I wanna make him use his Zap so he can't Fireball Zap my Hunter. It looks like he's gonna use that though, so he's not gonna have to use Zap. So I just need to be ready kind of with whatever. I'm gonna do an early poison, maybe get the bomb off so that we can get some good damage there. And then now that we have that, I can do a Hunter. And I am gonna use a Miner to tank for all the pups. And then now we're gonna go with that. He has to zap those unless he does not. Okay, that's great. This is great. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go with that. The Hunter's dead. But Evo Hunter served his time. That was a really good Evo Hunter. I'm gonna get some poison value there. Mighty Miner's actually gonna connect over on the left side, which he has to defend with a Mega Minion. That's huge actually. That was a lot of damage. So I'm gonna go with a Hunter, then tank with a Miner. I'm just gonna defend that with the simple skeletons, and then okay. So since he went with that, I'm gonna go with that. It's probably gonna go with the Tombstone. He zaps. Which is really good that he zaps because now he doesn't have Fireball Zap for my Hunter. Because he can Fireball it, but it won't kill it. He would have to zap it too. And I'm just going to kind of pressure him on this side just so he can't go all in here. So just minor skeletons should do the trick for the pressure. And then he's going to go with that. I'm going to go with Poison. Honestly, I'm going to mirror that Poison. That mirror Poison is going to take care of the balloon, slow it down, and take care of the puffs. I know that was a 9 elixir defense, but what are you going to do, you know? So I think it's okay. So I'm gonna do wall breakers now that the Tombstone is gonna expire. He has to zap, unless. Okay, so he did that. And honestly, this is why we have Mirror in the deck, because if he zaps this, then he's dead. He can't kill my Hunter. Yeah, or just win. Okay, good game. We outplayed him there. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty good game, and like that's what I'm saying. Like I knew that the deck was gonna be good. I just like that's just my type of deck. I like the quick cycle decks, the low elixir cost decks. Those are just the decks that I find myself liking more. Which Hunter decks usually don't have that. So this is going to be Royal Giant, Evo Hunter. I obviously don't have Evo Royal Giant or Evo Witch, and like half of my cards are level 13 in this deck. So I'm not really expecting too much from this, to be honest, but you know, we'll see what happens. And yeah, so I'm just gonna cycle a log here to see what he's doing, see what's happening. So he's gonna go with that. I probably should have Fisherman in the other side, but Hunter's fine. It only gets one hit and it cycles to my Evo one. So I'm not too upset about that. I'm just gonna do Wish to see whatever he defends that with. Okay, he's just gonna do a Zap, which means so he's playing Ram Rider. He might have P.E.K.K.A. And since he went with that, I'm just gonna go with that because even if he is playing P.E.K.K.A, he won't have enough for it. And then let's see if he. Okay, I'm gonna go with a E-Spirit then. Hopefully he can reach. Okay, that was a good. Oh, come on back. All right, that's fine. Everything's defended. somewhat well. So he's probably gonna Ram Rider here. If he goes with a Ram Rider, I'm just gonna do a Hunter, and then yeah, I'm just gonna do a Hunter and then Log right before it hits the tower. I was lagging. It was lag. I'm not gonna lie. I've been lagging. You saw the loot drop at the start. It wasn't loading. So okay, so he's just gonna zap that. I'm not gonna wish it back because he's just gonna poison it. So I think I might roll Giant the back. He doesn't know I have lightning. Okay, interesting. So he doesn't know I have lightning, which would be good, because if he does an Inferno Dragon, he'll do it towards the tower, so I can't get with my E-Spirit, so I can get with a lightning. So I'm just gonna Fisherman right here. Okay. Now E-Spirit, hopefully, okay, it didn't really stop. All right, it should. Mega Knight. Holy shit. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to lock in here. This is lock-in time. Okay. I need a Royal Giant at the back. First of all, he's going to do the ability, and so I need to use my Evo Skeletons because I don't want to take that. So I'm gonna do that. I want to make sure he doesn't get poison value, so I'm going to place that right there, and then I'm going to place the Hunter there. Hopefully, he can stun the Mega Knight. Nice. Okay, now he's going to go with a. Now he's going to go with an E Dragon. He's going to go with it somewhere. Can't it? Okay, I'm going to go with another Royal Giant. Because the Mega Knight's still frozen there. Go with a Log. And what? Why is nothing going, bro? It's because everything is under leveled, man. I promise you that's literally why. Everything is just so under leveled. Okay. You know what? I don't like the way that happened, so to make up for it, I'm gonna do one more game with this deck. I like this deck so much. Maybe I might run this deck actually. I like this deck. The mirror, you don't think it'd be good, but like when you bait out like a first spell with the wall breakers, like last time, I mirrored, or I did the wall breakers. He uses Tombstone, and I was able to mirror wall breakers, and he used 2 spells. This is why we have the mirror, right? That's so scary. Level 16 wall breakers. That's just insane. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of keep spamming this guy. This guy's he's used 3 spells so far. I don't know what kind of deck this guy has. Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna start the defense off with the Mighty Miner. This is gonna be also another game where Mirror Poison is gonna be great. Poison does a lot of damage, especially like this. Look, this whole thing is defended from Mirror Poison. I'm not kidding. And then the bomb. Wait, what happened to the mirror? I could have sworn I mirrored it. What the fuck? Oh my god, look at the other side. Mighty Miner, go! My god, that's so much damage. Mirror the wall breakers. What does he have? He has nothing. That did like 1,300 damage almost. That is insane. Alright, I'm just gonna keep spamming his ass. He has to defend that. Like, you can ignore a miner, but you can, and that. I'm gonna get that poison value, baby. Okay. This guy. Alright, well, bro. Come on. Do you really think that's gonna work out for you? I mean, he might get. Okay. So I'm just gonna Hunter just to kind of like did that. So just shoot it. Okay. And then I'm just gonna Miner, and then Evil Wall Breakers on this side over here. So that actually did a lot of damage somehow. But those Evil Wall Breakers, if he does a spell, okay, nice. He uses a spell, so I'm just gonna mirror it again. Man, Mirror Wall Breakers are actually kind of nasty. I'm not gonna lie. That's honestly a crazy strat. I don't know why I've never thought of that before. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on spamming this guy. He has rage, but it's not gonna be enough to kill the wall breakers. He's gonna do that. Once again, I'm just gonna get my poison value. And I have my Evo Hunter in case he goes with that. Yeah, this guy is kind of wrapped up for this guy, I will not lie. Yeah, hopefully I can distract that in time. Okay, I'm just gonna poison it all, and it's all dead. Beautiful. Poison is a beautiful card, honestly. Poison might be one of my favorite spells. And I can just mirror poison too. Man, this guy is just. That was not meant to be a whatever it's called, but it's fine. It works out. You know, good game. I might start running this deck in real games. I like this deck a lot. So we beat Reckless Churro from the Uchiha clan. And let's see, can we get a 5-star lucky drop in the video? Alright. 1-star lucky drop. 600 gold. That's how we end the video. Alright. See ya.